this was I felt like this was another kind of simpler one, but I felt really cool doing it, which was finding the new champion's tunic.
Okay.
And you find it in Hyrule Castle, and I was looking for this thing, and I finally found it, and I was just like, I think you have to light two torches, and I was like, yeah, because I was looking for like a good piece of armor because I just had the Hylian tunic on for like the majority of my playthrough. So, and I didn't go to Hyrule Castle till I did all four regional phenomena. So I was like, I gotta get something going on here. So for that fact alone, I was like super pumped when I got the Champion's Tunic. It was a little bit different. It wasn't like the classic. I didn't know that you could get the
Right, it
classic
had the
one.
leathers. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was the Champion's leathers rather than the tunic.
Mhm.
And you do get the tunic later from another quest, but yeah, this one was a little bit different, a little bit more like sturdy, rugged looking, and it replaced the Hylian tunic finally. So I was just like, yes, this is good, this is great. And it was just
Nice.
again, it actually kind of reminded me of Twilight Princess, just like lighting the two torches in Hyrule Castle and a big chest pops up. Felt
Yeah, it
very
was very
classic Zelda.
classic.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, I like that too when you like read Zelda's diary about it and
yeah.
she's like he'll never guess it's to do with the torches. But I wonder if we like showed up there and saw the torches, we'd be like, "Oh yeah, I could light the torches and something will happen here."
I did not read her diary. I saw these torches that were unlit, and I was
Yeah,
like, oh yeah,
that's it. Do you
my
do
spidey
that with
senses were
other
tingling.
do you do that with other games? Because I've been doing this with Baldur's Gate where you see like a crumbling wall
Yep.
and you're like, I could totally bomb that wall, you know?
If you play a game enough, you like a series, you start to learn that language.
Yeah.
Like Metroid. Like I'm playing a ton of Metroid games lately, and I can walk into a room like right away and be like, there's an expansion hidden in this room, or like
Hmm.
there's like from multiple rooms away. It's like I could tell I'm about to get an upgrade, or I could tell I'm about to fight a boss, or I can tell that
Hmm.
like you definitely pick up on that. Like if you're playing Zelda, you see sometimes you'll be in a dungeon, you just see a wall, and just be like, this wall looks
That wall's
like
suspicious.
yeah. There's
Can
nothing
I
out of
hit
the
it with my
ordinary
sword?
about it, but like it looks
Yeah.
like it could be bombed, or it looks like something should be here,
Hmm.
and more often than not, there is.
Yeah, and torches too. There's been
Oh
a
yeah,
few torch puzzles in this game where I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta light the torches for this. So yeah, I do that as well with a lot of games where I'm like, oop, this puzzle looks a little familiar, not like in the sense that it's been done before, but like you get the basic gist of it.
yeah. You speak the language of the game, so you
Hmm.
know that there is something to be done. So
You
yeah,
know what?
I
I
get
was
that.
actually I was seeing that in when my sister and I were rewatching the Indiana Jones movies so we could watch the latest one. And there's very Zelda-like puzzles in the Indiana Jones movies, and I was like, "This is so Zelda-like, it's not even funny." Like
Okay.
reflecting sunlight to it through a crystal. I was like, "This is very Spirit Dungeon Temple-esque," you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great. Anyways, a little sidebar there. Okay, my next one. I wonder if you would have this one or if you've even done it, but like the minecart land stuff with the Gorons. Have you done those?
No.
Okay, so these Gorons were like, look at all these like unused minecarts we got in here. Let's turn it into like a fun like mini game thing. So you can get yourself a little fan, connect it to the minecart, use the minecart and go around and you pop balloons.
Okay.
And it's like
That
great.
sounds
It's again
awesome.
it's a classic like where you shoot at things in a gallery or whatever, but instead you're on a minecart and which is similar to a lot of Zelda puzzles too, where you're in a minecart and you have to hit switches or whatever. So
Hmm.
it's great. You could do like three different levels. There's one where they go, one of the brothers goes even higher up the mountain and makes his own course, and it's fantastic. It's so much fun. I loved it.
Yeah, that sounds. Is it around Death Mountain?
Yes.
Yeah, man, I gotta up my side quest game. But yeah, that sounds sweet. That reminds me of when you're riding Epona in Gerudo Valley and just like
Yeah.
you know. So
Pretty much.
that's
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
that's a solid Zelda side quest for sure. That sounds fun, and
Yeah.
I love me a good Minecraft. Minecraft?
Yeah.
No, minecart.
Minecart.
Yeah,
Did I say
minecart.
Minecraft? Oh
No, I
gosh.
said
There you
Minecraft.
go. Okay.
Um, okay, well, speaking of same kind of idea here, but the Terrytown races, I had a blast with this. These must be on your list too because this was so
I
fun.
actually didn't put them on my list. I
No,
did have
okay,
fun with them. I think my only gripe about them is I wish I was racing other people
a little bit, yeah.
and like bumping into them like bumper carts. That's my only
It's
complaint about it.
it's a little bit easy. I will say
Yeah.
that. Like they make it seem like it's really really hard, but
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know. I never got close to not finishing with all like the little light gimmicks that you need to get. However, I still had a blast. It was just like it felt like 4x4, and I built like this kind of like makeshift quad, and I was just like bumping
Yeah.
and going over all the hills and stuff like that. And I was yeehawing and having a great time while I was doing it,
Mm-hmm.
which was a lot of fun. And it's like it's rewarding to build your own car and then drive it over and get all the stuff too. And I don't know if this is part of this quest or not, but I'm just gonna bring it up. The boat one in
Yeah, it's
Lurelin,
like an extension. Yeah.
oh, that was even more fun. That reminded me
Mm-hmm.
of like hovercraft racing from Diddy Kong Racing from back in the
Yeah.
day. Which
Yeah.
and I did it at night while it was storming too. So it was just like, yes, this is awesome. And I was like wave race 64ing, like swerving and hitting all the lights, and I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, this is great.
I love that Bolson's involved with the water one too, and Neil come back and he's like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, you beat the record," and then, like just hyping you up. It's
Yeah.
great, but they do make it seem like it's so hard, and they're like, "Yeah, our testers just are not having a good time with this," and then they also like, don't steal our control stick, and I'm like, "Lady, I have 110 control
Yeah. Who are you
sticks in
talking
my
to here?
inventory," like, and and yeah, I loved like kind of playing around with the builds and making different things and seeing what went faster. I did like it a lot, but I didn't put it on my list.
Okay, well, more you put mine carts, I put hovercraft, so that evens
There we
out.
go.
I said mine
Um
carts, right? Not mine. Yeah, mine carts, not
Minecraft. Oh
Minecraft.
my God.
Oh boy. All
Somebody come in
right.
this episode and count how many times we said Minecraft on accident.
Actually, don't do that.
Okay, this is another one that it's kind of simple, and the only reason I like it is because, well, not the only, but it's like a continuation from Breath of the Wild. So there's this husband and wife, and you don't actually meet the husband in Breath of the Wild, I don't think, but the wife is like, "Can you get me Molduga guts to help my sick husband?" And
Okay.
then in this game, she's like, "I need gliok guts to help my sick husband." This guy gets sick a lot. But they're like on their honeymoon wedding adventure, and they're like, "Oh, he's sick. I need gliok guts." So you give her gliok guts, and they
Hmm.
continue their journey. So I love that it's a continuation, but also part of their journey, their honeymoon, is on Satori Mountain. They're like camping on Satori
Oh,
Mountain. And I was like, "This is so cute. This is like my dream. This is what I would want to do in my with my honeymoon in Hyrule." So
no
I loved
kidding.
it.
Yeah, Satori Mountain. Allison's there. Um, yeah, that's. I don't think I did that one either. You're putting me to shame with all the quests that you've done them all, right? Like you're a
Yes, I've
hundo.
done all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done
Okay.
all of them. Yeah.
Uh, it's a shame she married someone with such weak genes. Yeah, I guess so.
Aw, poor.
Um,
What is his name? Platt. Poor Platt.
Poor Platt. I'm surprised you didn't bring this one up yet. Actually, I thought that
It made
maybe
it on my list.
maybe. Okay, well here we go. I really enjoyed Teach Me a Lesson,
Okay.
which
I.
is the school one, the Hiteno
Yeah.
school, and it's simple. Like I think the first thing you need to do is just take a picture of the tapestry with the calamity on it. The
Yeah.
second one, I can't remember what you need to do. Something
It's for monster.
you need to
Monster
make
related
chili or
food.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
monster
You had to
chili.
have the monster extract for some kind of monster related curry.
Yeah. So it's not like hard or anything like that, but I did find it charming, and I know like we have a lot of teachers on our Zelda Dungeon team, and I know like I've
Hmm.
heard a lot of them talk about this quest, and they all loved it. But like even as someone not I'm not a teacher, but like I just thought it was charming. Like the day would start in Hiteno, you'd see all these kids racing at top speed to school, which I thought was
Hmm.
cute. Then you go in, and the teacher is just kind of he doesn't have control of this class, and then you got to come in as Link and help him educate these kids. And I don't know, the whole thing was it was simple, but it was just kind of it was very cute and very charming.
Hmm. The first one, I was more annoyed because I'm literally the hero standing here who did the calamity, and it's
Yeah,
like, but like Simon doesn't say he's the teacher, I think. Simon doesn't even like point that out. Like, here's the actual hero from the calamity. He doesn't
yeah.
say that.
And see,
And
this
then
is
the kids
another
are like,
example of when we say there's no connectivity between Breath of the Wild and
yeah.
Tears of the King. That's a good
I,
example.
I mean, Simon, he recognizes you, but he doesn't tell the kids, like, this is the hero. Like, dude, does nobody know that Link and Zelda saved them from the calamity? It's weird. Anyways, but then the kids are like, yeah, we don't believe you. We need pictures. No picture. It didn't happen. And so you have to go grab a picture of the tapestry of all things, which is like the story from 10,000 years ago, not even
Which anybody could have
recently.
made, also.
Right.
Like,
So I think I was actually kind of like a bit miffed by that one. Not for because it was bad, but like because these children were driving me nuts. But then the curry one was super cute. Like home ec, you were teaching these
yeah.
kids how to make monster curry.
I thought the whole quest was very
The
charming.
music in
It
that school is great.
The music was great. Yeah,
But
Simon's just kind of like a lovable doofus who's trying to. He was the best candidate to teach, even though he's not qualified at all. So like, okay. Um. So yeah, that's I really like that quest. Not again, like I feel like the best quests in this game are the ones that are just kind of simple
mhm.
and like there's not too much. There's no overindulgence. So yeah, I loved it. Hey everyone! If you enjoyed this clip and want to see more of the Zelda Cast, make sure to head over to your favorite podcast platform of choice and subscribe. There are over 200 episodes in the vault that will provide you with hundreds of hours of Zelda content for you to enjoy. You can listen to us when you're on a walk, fighting Ganon, trying to sleep, whatever. And if you want to see these shows as they happen, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/the Zelda Cast, where you can watch our beautiful faces talk about Zelda every single week. Don't miss out, and we'll see you next time.